Hey there, this is Pascal Labrise, Cloud9 Party's executive, founding consultant, and advisory board member with a bondage tape demo. Now, if you're going to show one bondage item, I think that this is the most versatile, the most multi-purpose one that you can show. All right, the bondage tape looks like duct tape, but there is actually no glue. It's non-adhesive. It only sticks to itself. All right, so when showing this, you want to call your hostess up to be your slave for a minute. All right, so you just call her up and you can demo how it works as handcuffs. So you have her put her wrists together like this, and then it would go around her wrists, around, and it really is sticking together. She can't break through and loosen up her wrist when this is around her wrist. Yes, it's reusable. Okay, sometimes they can kind of scrunch up together this way, but for the most part, it's reusable, and then after a while, you just cut it when you're ready for new bondage tape. Now, it's so versatile because not only can you use that as handcuffs, as you've demoed on your hostess, but you want to take your hostess's handcuffed wrist and ask her to put them above her head, like this. Okay, and now you can show how she can be tied to a door hook. She could be tied to a bedpost. If she doesn't have bedposts, the bondage tape is definitely long enough to go under the bed to the bedstand, and you could be just tied either way. You just okay. You can do two wrists separately. Tie one around here, and then to one bedpost, and then one around the other wrist to the other bedpost, and be tied completely down. Hey, go the extra mile. Tie the ankles too down to the bedpost down there. Again, if you don't have bedposts, but you have bed stands, certainly long enough to go to the bed stands. So you can be tied completely down to the bed. It also, you can be tied to a chair, you know, like around, like, it's harder, it's much easier to have somebody do it on you than for you to tie yourself up. I mean, I understand it's fun to play with yourself sometimes, but bondage is a little hard to play with yourself with. Okay, so, but you could be tied to a chair, you know, around and around where you can't move your arms and you're stuck like that. All right. Also, the bondage tape can be used as a blindfold if you go around and around. Whew. Wow, I never really did this on myself. I could still see, but wow. Okay, after 3 times, you can't really see. I can see, I guess, light, but other than that, I really can't see much else. Other than blindfold, you can use like a mouthful. mm. So just it's like a mouth gag, or like a ball gag. Now, a ball gag is something that you would put in the mouth, kind of has a strap. Not the most comfortable thing in the world. Okay. I mean, gag is the right word for it because it can make you gag, but something like that closes your mouth, you can't say anything. Now, when it comes to bondage, there are some safety issues to keep in mind. First of all, never leave your partner tied up by themselves. It's just not nice. Not safe either. It's not nice to keep them tied up by themselves. Also, this is not a child discipline tool. Do not tie your child up with this. I'm just kidding. Also, it is important and a good idea to have a safe word when you're using bondage in the bedroom. A safe word could be something like enough. Okay, enough is different than stop. Stop is not a safe word. No is not a safe word. Enough is a perfect safe word because when do you actually say like enough? All right, and I got that from my good sex educator friend Rachel Molding. So think of something like that that's safe to use. Remember, no and ouch are not safe words. And also, bondage can take practice, so don't feel bad about feeling awkward or embarrassed or anything like that. Just roll with the flow. You know, you're with someone who you trust. So it's okay to laugh in the middle of something or feel like you're not doing it right. Just practice it, and in time you'll find yourself sort of like in the moment of bondage or S&M, and you're into it, and then you can begin to roll with the flow. So bondage tape is a good place to start, you know, and it's a good place. It's like a silver bullet, you know. You can have been using toys for a long time, and a silver bullet is just always good to have. Or you could have never used toys before, and the silver bullet is a good place to start. So the bondage tape is kind of like that with bondage. It's a good place to start, and it's a good thing to have if you've been doing bondage for a while. Okay. So bondage is a great thing to introduce into the bedroom when you've been with someone for a long time. It's a great new activity to do in the bedroom. Really spices it up, really kicks it up a notch. Once you've had enough of the toys and the lotions and potions, it's time to take it up a notch and move to bondage. Alright, so this is the bondage tape. No adhesive, it just sticks to itself, similar to like those window snowflakes. Winter decorations stick to a window. That's just what it's like. And remember to call your hostess up, because it's lots of fun, the interaction with her, and people like to watch her, and it makes her feel special, and that's what it really is all about at a party, is making your hostess feel special. It's great for her, but it's also a great way to book parties because everyone wants to feel special. So alright, well that's a bondage tape demo. If you'd like to purchase the bondage tape or be tied up and be my slave for a minute at a party, go to cloud9bypascal.com. If you'd like to sell or show fun things like the bondage tape, inquire about joining my team and starting your own Cloud9 Parties business. And that's it. Well, have a great day or night, and thank you for watching. Bye.